Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Prajna Mattelli, who is working in Government First Aid College, Dharwad, and I have already discussed first unit of entrepreneurial development subject, and this is the second unit, which is called MSME. Let us understand what it means. So, MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises. They form the backbone of the Indian manufacturing sector. Means they are very, very important, and they have become fountain or engine of economic growth in India. While discussing the first unit, I have discussed one part of the first unit, that is in one video I have discussed about the role of entrepreneurship in economic growth, how important it is. So within that aspect, we have explained that this gives very good opportunity of employment. So lakhs together people can be absorbed in this particular sector, and because of the employment, they will get the money, they will get the salary, so their income will be improved, and it will increase their standard of living, and also it leads to the entire growth of the economy. So, my dear friends, here we are watching one unit of industry wherein all the people are working as good as machines, and they are working in a speed because of the manufacturing aspect. And as you are watching, it will give ample opportunity for the people. They can work here, they can get the salary, and it will lead to improvement in their standard of living. And what is MSME, my dear students? It's the question we have to ask. MSME, as I have already mentioned, micro, small, and medium enterprises. So, what is it? Here, these are a breeding ground of entrepreneurship at grassroots level. It is one of the most vibrant sectors of the Indian economy. That means these are complementary to large industries. So if you want the large industries to grow, they need small industries, micro industries, because they are supplementary. They work for the betterment of large industries. That means small industries are necessary for the growth of large industries. Because they are ancillary units. Ancillary units means, for example, large scale industry, they need nuts, bolts, spare parts, small units, small spare parts. So all those things cannot be produced by large industries. For example, if you take the example of one fan company, that is Raleigh Fan or Crompton Greaves. So this is a fan company. This manufactures the fan. But fan means it includes very small parts. Many parts are there. So all these parts cannot be produced by Raleigh or Crompton Greaves. It depends upon the small units which manufacture the nuts, bolts, or small spare parts of the fan. And this large industry, it assembles and it takes the responsibility of the quality of the fan, working conditions of the fan, and then it gives the brand name, and that assembled product will be sold by the company. Here, it depends upon the small units. So they are called as ancillary units, and it contribute enormously to the social, economic, and development of the country. So here I have used the word manufacturing sector, isn't it? That means what? The question arises. Manufacturing sector means what? Here, manufacturing sector is one wing, one section of the enterprises wherein we observe that many products will be manufactured. That means raw materials will be converted into finished products, that is called as manufacturing. Here, micro enterprises is one according to manufacturing sector. It is in manufacturing sector, micro enterprises means one where investment in plant and machinery does not exceed, means it is lesser than rupees 25 lakh. If it exceeds rupees 25 lakh, then we don't call it as micro industry. It will be small industry. So if it is lesser than rupees 25 lakh, then we call as micro enterprise. And if it crosses rupees 25 lakh, then we call it as small enterprises, but the investment should not exceed rupees 5 crore. Okay, the investment, that too in the plant and machinery. For purchasing the plant and machinery, if we spend rupees up to rupees 5 crore, we call it as small enterprise. When it crosses 5 crore, it becomes medium enterprises, and it should not exceed the investment in plant and machinery rupees 10 crore. So let me repeat with once again. In case of manufacturing sector, if we are investing rupees 25 lakh or lesser than rupees 25 lakh, then we call it as micro enterprises. And if it is lesser than 5 crore, then it is small enterprises. And if it is in between 5 crore to 10 crore, then we call it as medium enterprises. This is about the manufacturing sector. But how about service sector? As you know very well, enterprises may be manufacturing or service. If we are not producing any goods, if we are providing some services, then we call it as service sector. Here, naturally, the investment will be less because we don't need any big plant or machine because it is not producing. Service sector means here there is no question of manufacturing. So we don't need plant or machinery. Small machineries or plants are okay. Therefore, here the limit is lesser than the manufacturing sector. If it is less than 10 lakh, we call it as micro enterprise. If it is more than 10 lakh and less than 2 crore, then we call it as small enterprise. Okay. And if it crosses 2 crore and up to rupees 5 crore, we call it as medium enterprises. As you observe, here the amount is comparatively less. And in manufacturing sector, the amount is, the limiting amount is more. So as you know very well, in service sector, we don't want big machines, isn't it? Then what are the feature or what are the characteristics of new MSME? That is micros, small and medium enterprises. Here, provision of collateral free loans means you need not put anything as security and you can take the loan. And arrangement of loans will be rupees 3 lakh crores for all the units. This much of the amount can be sanctioned. Offer to get a moratorium period. That means you need not repay the amount in moratorium period, and after your production is ready, you can return back the amount in different EMIs. Repayment tenure, that is you up to 48 months, that is 4 years, you can just go on repaying. So that is the period, tenure of 48 months. And MSME assured of 100% credit guarantee, you will definitely get the loan here. And what are the objectives of micro enterprises? Why we need micro enterprises? We need micro enterprises because to generate immediate and large scale employment opportunities with low investment. Here you are, in case of micro, you are investing very low amount. It is not more than 10 lakh in service sector and not more than 25 lakh in manufacturing sector. To eradicate unemployment problem for the country, we depend upon the micro units. To encourage dispersal of industries to all over country, it has to be spread out all over the country. Even in small towns and villages, we need the industries. So to bring backward areas in the mainstream of national development, to promote balanced regional development. That means in some regions they have been developed and some regions are undeveloped. So if you start the enterprises in undeveloped area, then there will be regional balances. So all the regions can be improved to ensure more equitable distribution of national income. That means national income can be dispersed among many just because of the employment opportunity, to encourage effective mobilization of resources, because all over the country we are observing the development of micro industries. Therefore it is the dispersion of income, distribution of income is there, to improve level of living of people. When they get the employment, when they get the salary, definitely their standard of living will be improved. So this is our objective. Okay. And what action government has taken, that is government initiatives. As you know very well, there is an act called MSMET, that is micro small medium enterprises development. This act relates to this kind of development. It came into existence in 2006. So Udyog Aadhaar memorandum, that means we can get registered with this with our Aadhaar card and all, so that government gives facilities. RBI guidelines means RBI restricts, RBI says it gives guidelines that 180 days to clear loans. So it gives the time to clear loans. Public procurement policy, it depends upon CARE, principle of competitiveness, adhering to sound procurement practices. And Make in India means we want our India to produce whatever it needs, means it should become independent. We need not bring the goods from outside the country. We don't want other countries to supply the products to us. Whatever the goods are needed by Indians, it should be produced in India only. It is intended to make India a manufacturing hub of the world and creating millions of job opportunity, quality management standards and quality technology tools also. So this is regarding what the government is doing. So the big issue is about making India policy. So India wants to have a place, beautiful place in the world map. Means it wants to become independent. And even in service sector, that is tourism and all, India wants to attract the people all over the world, and it wants to earn, or it wants to strengthen its economy. So this is what Make in India policy says about. MSME schemes launched by government. What are those schemes? Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program is one kind of scheme. Startup India scheme means if you want to start up, if you want to start new enterprises, then these facilities will be given. Credit linked capital subsidy scheme for technology upgradation. National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program and National Credit Guarantee Scheme. Zero defect and zero effect certification scheme. Marketing assistance scheme. These are all different schemes under which entrepreneurs can get the subsidies, training, help, and also loan from the government. Marketing assistance means here, if you want to sell your product, then that help will be given by this scheme. Women entrepreneurship, as you know very well, Indian women are 50% of the population. And if you provide the education, if you provide employment opportunities, they are fit enough to do whatever work is given. So there are so many schemes for women and their liberation. That is Mahila Koir Yojana, Annapurna scheme, which is meant for those who are in catering industry, who are preparing food and distributing it. It is called as catering. So all those women who are in catering industry can take the help of this Annapurna scheme. Stree Shakti package. It is also cooperative in cooperative field. Yeah, they can have their own groups and they can take the loan. They can take the assistance. Then Bharatiya Mahila Bank Business Loan, Dena Shakti scheme, Udyogini scheme. If you want to have your own independent job, that means own independent business, that subsidies and help will be provided. Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme, Orient Mahila Vikas Yojana scheme. So these are all different schemes which are meant for women entrepreneurship. So, my dear friends, here we have discussed so many aspects about the MSME. What do you mean by this? What are the objectives? What are the features? How many schemes are there? And with the help of this, let me tell one fact that we have to provide many details and we have to understand this subject very well. So in my next video, I would like to continue the discussion of first unit once again. So my dear friends, let us have a vision on it and let us end the discussion. So let me end the discussion by this time and please don't forget to give the feedback and let us have some more discussions in my next videos. Enjoy the learning, enjoy the subject and appreciate it. Thank you.